Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. It's Hassy Trades here again. In this video I'm going to show you our watch list for this coming week. So there are 4 stocks in particular which I'll be focusing on. This is ARAV, ARAV, CABA, CABA, PKBO and AUY. I'll explain in detail why I'm looking at these stocks in particular, but these all ran last week as well. They had a nice run, so I'm just gonna focus on these as I do believe they'd probably have the best volume and they also have good setups. So ARAV is the first stock I am looking at. I'm gonna start off by looking at the higher time frames to look for any major levels. So let's just look here. So we've got this level here, which is an area of supply. We had rejection of this in last week. Just gonna look for an area of support where we could possibly bounce off for another run. So there's 1.5 areas in our act as strong support. If you see here, if you look here, guys, look, we have previously acted as support here, and then we broke down, and this turned into resistance. If you look here, before we fell all the way back down towards 0.5, and then we broke up and made new intraday highs last week. But yeah, this is going to be an important level into this coming week. 2.4 will be an important resistance level on the daily major level, as well as 2.94. These are levels which are major levels on the daily chart. Now I'm going to switch over to the 4-hour chart, look for any setups which could lead to a rise in stock price. I'm seeing 2 different types of setups here. One, I'm seeing a potential head and shoulders, which could be a bad thing on the 4-hour chart. So here, 1, 2, find the peak here. So if you do want to short this, if you're a short and you want to short this, possibly you could show off rejection of this 1.9 area. But if we break this 1.9 area and don't complete the shoulder IMO, we should go back to 2.2. So yeah, we've got a key week ahead in for this stock. We're also making holding a key area of support as well. With this trend line, obviously we broke out of this last week, which was a nice move to the upside from here all the way up to here. It was a nice 15% move. But yeah, I will be keeping an eye on this to see how price action is this following Monday. If we get strong price action, I will look to scalp this. I might even look to short this if short shares are available. But yeah, this is gonna be one of my top watches into next week. So let's see how this does. I'm also gonna be looking at a 30-minute quickly. Let me just chart key levels here. So this will act as a key level of support again, 1.57. This was the daily level that I mentioned. It's also acting as a level in the 30-minute chart. And then you've got these key levels here as well. This 2.1 area of resistance. But yeah, forming a downtrend looks like as well. Look just here, and it's kinda not really a downtrend, I'd say, but yeah, it might reject off this line and we might get a push. We might complete a shoulder as I mentioned, and we might see a rejection down. But if you do break IMO, like I said, we'll be going back towards a 2.1 area, 2.4 and 3+. Let's move on to the next stock which I'm looking at. CABA, CABA. This should be another nice. This should be a nice runner. I'm sure it's a low floater. I think the float on this is around. Let me just double check for you guys. This has a float of 27 million. So not too bad. The market cap is only 65 million. I'd like to see more volume on this chart, but this can have another run. If you could pick up volume, it'll be fantastic. But if you look here, guys, we broke out of this channel and we broke up to the upside last week. I had these levels marked, but that was another 45-50% scalp. But yeah, I want to look for continuation this week. I'm hoping we respected this 2.1 level, which was an area of resistance which we broke out from. If we respected this well, they should have another push up on the by looking at the 4 hour chart. Also, if you look here, guys, we had a cup and handle. This is why we ran up like that. But I'm looking for a bigger run next week, hopefully. Let me just look at the daily chart, look for any major levels. Again, we've got a gap to fill here, guys. If you could look here, got a nice gap to fill. Again, there's a lot of liquidity in this area. So if you do ever get up to this area, which will be hard in my opinion, considering the market conditions, we just look out for that. And if you look here, guys, the way we broke down, it was a bit of a head and shoulders. One, so we had a shoulder here, and then we got a shoulder there. But that was a big breakdown. And then look, we have a rounded bottom, cup and handle type of chart on the daily. But yeah, we are key level on the daily. If you look here, guys, right now rejecting a significant level just here, quite obvious with the way the chart's going. But yeah, we're major daily level rejection. If you could break above, next target level should open up a move back towards this $3 area, an area of supply, an area of liquidity from the shorts who probably end up shorting from this area. They wouldn't want to move this higher, but if we do somehow get higher and we see a rising volume, this could be a nice runner next week. I will be keeping an eye on this. So now I'm just going to switch over to the 30-minute chart. It's just the lack of volume which annoys me on these kind of charts. Of course, with current market conditions, the volume has been bad, but I want to see more volume in stocks like this. But the chart, the setup's not too bad. We're making higher lows. So on the 30-minute chart, we're showing higher lows. Look here, guys, just these higher lows. There's bullish momentum. There you go. Again, if you look here, we had that bullish engulfing candle which led to the rise. Again, we had a bit of a hammer looking candle there, but we wanna break back above this level, this 2.26 level, and IMO we should push back up. We should get momentum push. If you do fall back down below 2.1, I do expect a retest of 1.8. But this looks okay for next week. It's a decent setup, not the best setup in the world, but right now we're just gonna take what we get in terms of the setups. So I'm just gonna keep an eye on a smaller time frame, like a 5-minute time frame. Yeah, we just need much more volume on this. Once we do get that volume push, we should see a nice spike in price. We just need that volume push on this, guys. Let's look at the 10-minute, 15-minute chart. So what you want to do is, guys, you just want to mark areas during before the market opens, just basically due to the fact that you have these levels charted already before you start trading, and it helps you guys a lot. Remember, the higher the time frames, the harder the resistance, or the harder the support area. But yeah, I like this chart. It's not the best chart in the world. I'm not gonna say it's an 100% runner, but I just like charting these. And sometimes none of these charts actually even run. I just like having it as a backup plan in case it does run. But look, if you look here, guys, the 30-minute, this is an area of support again. This 30-minute support, trendline support, which we want to hold. If we break down, we're bearish. If we break up, bullish. But yeah, we want to hold this area. It's a major level, so it'd be nice if we could hold this area. So yeah, let's look to break back above 2.3, and hopefully we could see a push in price. The next chart is actually a PKBO. Friday's runner. Friday's crazy runner. This is going to be an extremely volatile play, like extremely volatile. So let's just look at the daily first. I don't even want to look at the daily, but this I think how much did this run last week? I think we ran over 100%. No, I'm sure we did. So we ran 1 all the way to 10. Yeah, around $3. Looks like all the way to, yeah, actually way more than the 170%. That was a gold mine. This is a type of stock I love. I can't believe I missed Friday because I didn't trade on Friday, so that's annoying. But if you looked at that daily chart, it showed a significant imbalance on the price action. Obviously, because this chart, like, there's nothing, it's just, you'll see a lot of supply here, a lot of resistance here, but it'll be a quick runner. I'm sure it's another low floater. Let me just check the float on this, guys. PKBO. I was looking at that floater market cap. I know it's a low floater. Only 5.84 million float, guys. 5.84 million with a volume of 18 million. Again, if you look at that, that's x3, x4 the float. But so, guys, this is gonna be a crazy runner. This could be a crazy runner again. With the low volume, with the high volume, low float, and the market cap of only 56 million. But it's important to make sure you don't get caught at the top. So I'm just gonna draw levels of supply that you don't want to add. This is an area you don't want to add. You do not want to enter in this area, guys. And this is an area which you could aim for, just here. Area of demand. So this area you do not want to add in this area, no matter what happens. So make sure you remember that, guys. Do not. This is an area you do not want to add at this area. This is your area of supply. And then let's look at the lower time frames. Start with the 30 minute. The 4 hours not going to really have a lot of great price action as well. But again, if you look here, that's the level. That's your area of demand. And this is your area of supply. Probably get a bit of supply in this area just here. So this is an area where you want to avoid adding, and this is the area when you look for entries on the higher time frames. Just marking this chart, looking for trend lines. This is a trend line, downtrend. Got a downtrend going. Again, area of resistance, like I said, there is 10.3 area. Area of support, just here. 7.2 area. I will look to play this again on Monday if it provides me an opportunity. Switch over to the 5-10 minute chart. Look for any intraday patterns. Let's switch over to the 5 minute. Yeah, just downtrend break. Yeah, this looks like a runner. Might run pre-market. Hopefully this sets a tone for the week. But it looks like a decent chart. Not nothing. It just needs that volume push into next week. Hopefully we can stay consistent. Making higher lows here. Higher low. If you could break above here, we should see another push back towards $10. So yeah, this would be a runner in my opinion. PKBO. Let's see how you do on Monday. So another stock which I'm looking at is related to gold. I'm just going to analyze why I'm looking at the stock. So gold commodity. So the futures price for gold is, if you look here, guys, if you look at investing.com is a good platform to use, and you can see the gold has been pushing up. 3.3 is up by 3.36%. We probably will see a rise in gold, silvers. So the metal area will see a rise, because I know typically these do run during times like this. So it's going to be interesting to see this run. AUY is probably my favorite gold stock, and the setup is quite nice. It was running on, I think it was running last week, slowly moving up its way up. If you look here, I went from 4.2 to 5 plus, quite quick. So I'm just going to have a focus on this. I've just kept it in my watch list to see if I could find any setups. It could be an easy scalp, all day scalp. If you look at the daily chart here, guys, literally that entry, whoever got this entry bought the bottom of the stock. Quite literally bought the bottom. So this, like, if you could get entries here, guys, if you want to invest long term in something like this, maybe you could get entry in this level. If you could hold this level, or if you get a retest and we bounce back up, obviously you want to look for confluences, which I've taught you guys, especially my guys in my Discord. But yeah, a major level which we're rejecting again. If you look at here, guys, we're rejecting a major level. We want to see a bigger push on gold. We should break this area and push back towards 6.42 area. Let's look at the monthly chart on this, because obviously this has been, I don't know how long, 2007 if not more. Let's look at, is there any more charts, just the monthly. But yeah, bounced off a major level of support here, double bottom. We're gonna have another area, so if we do like somehow go crazy, This is a key area. This 6.72 area, it's huge. Making a high low on the monthlies, which is another good sign. I think it's a bit of a symmetrical triangle actually. Let me look, guys. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, we're forming a bit of a symmetrical triangle, guys. If you're into gold and you want to invest long term, maybe you could look for this entries on this. Maybe you just could. So we've got the symmetrical triangle forming. One or two ways. If we see our pushing gold, we should get to this area. This 7.7 plus area. However, if we do somehow see a fall in gold, which I don't think is likely, we probably push back towards this 1.7 area. But obviously your intraday risk is this 3.6 area, so 3.5 area. But yeah, I'm looking at this just purely based on gold. Let's switch over to the 30-minute and look for like any trends forming. Look at this area for intraday scalps. Look at this. No trend really forming, so I'm just forcing that trend. I don't want to force any trends. But yeah, this is an area of supply again. I've talked about in the higher time frame. This will become significant on a lower time frame, that 15-minute. I'm gonna switch over to the 15-minute. Let's draw the supply zone again, which I had on the 30, just here. But if you look carefully, we are forming higher lows. Let's just get a trend line drawn. Just here. That's your area of support again. You want to hold this area. Your resistance is just here. That's your area resistance, 4.9. This should see a push next week, in my opinion, with the rise in gold. Wait for futures to come out to see if gold rises, and this should be a watch on your stock, on your watch list. But guys, those are the main stocks I'll be watching into next week. We'll also have other runners, pre-market runners, which obviously I will be adding. These might not run, they might run. Of course, I just like preparing in case they do. So I just look for these setups. Thank you guys for joining another video. I'm enjoying these YouTube videos recently. I'll do more of these daily watch lists, weekly watch lists, and have a great rest of your evening. I'll catch you guys Monday morning into market open. Hopefully we'll get some good runners this week. Hopefully we'll see a rush in volume small caps. Have a good day, guys. Peace out.